Are you struggling in sales? Are your organization is not performing or is not meeting the criteria you want in the case of profit as well as the number of sales as well as the number of clients you can have for your organization, for your product? Maybe you develop the best product in the market, but you are not getting the right clients, you are not able to follow up with them, you are not able to get referrals from them, you are not able to multiply from 1 to 10, 10 to 100, 100 to 1000 and billions of customers. So in this video, I am going to help you out if you are a newbie, if you are already existing in the business, if you know a little bit about the sales, if you know a lot about the sales. But I'm here to make you rule in the market, to make you elite in sales and make your company have profits through the roof. So I'm going to share everything in this video. This video will be pretty long, up to 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hour video, but it will really worth it. If you understand all the 12 important points I'm going to share, then you can become from a newbie to the elite in sales. Before that, I'm introducing myself. My name is Pranshu, elite sales coach and social media marketing agency owner. I am helping people out to dominate their market, dominate their industry and roar like a lion and become elite in front of your clients. So without wasting the time, let's start the video. So the first chapter is, or you can say the first important point is, you need to understand the time management. I know there are pretty much videos on YouTube about the time management, how you can manage your time in a better manner, a bunch of stuff, but these 6 sub points are enough to manage your time, to manage your company time and to thrive into your business. So what are those 6 points? First of all, you need to understand there are millions of businesses are starting in a month, and only out of millions 100 will survive till the end of this year, and only 10 will be able to survive throughout the 10 years. So in which scenario you want to come, in your organization want to go? Definitely in the last one, where they survive all the years, all the problems, everything, right? For this, you need to understand, if you are not managing your time, if you are not giving your time on a productive things, if you are not providing solutions for the things, then you are going to lose in the market. But for this, how you can improve, you need to make a list. So let me give you the 6 sub points. First of all, you need to understand, you need to collect as well as have a meeting with your team members. What are the important things you need to do on a daily basis to become more productive and to bring a lot of sales in your business? Once you have a list of all those points, now here comes the second point. Filter out the thing. You need to filter out the things which is really important to you, really important to your business, and those are productive, not reactive. So once you list out 6 important things out of those 100 things, then you are going to work on the third point. And let me remember you, if you have everything in your mind, you will be going nowhere. But if you have certain things in your mind, you will be achieving it and you will be thriving it. So we are only working for 6 points. After jumping to the third point, you need to plan your day. Like, you need to allocate the time it will take for every activity, every 6 points throughout the day. Let's suppose I have multiple meetings with my clients, I have to communicate with my team, I have to read a book, I have to give workshop training, multiple things. So I'm going to allocate the time, just like for the workshop meeting it will be 1 hour, for the client replying on mail it will be 1.5 hours, something like that. You will schedule your whole day, your work timing. Fourth point is, you need to prioritize the stuff. Let's suppose you have the 6 activity listed, but you can work on one thing at a time, obviously. So you need to prioritize the things accordingly. What is the most important will come first after that, because you have limited amount of energy. If you do the hard thing in the starting, definitely you will thrive. If you are doing short things, easy stuff at the starting, you will suck at the end of the day. So always do the important things first, and later on you can do the other stuff. After jumping to the 5th point, which is touch it once. Whatever you are tweaking, you need to put your whole focus on that thing. You don't need to focus on multiple things. Pick a goal, pick a point, work on that till that thing ends according to your allocation time, then jump to the another task. And covering to the 6th point, you need to find out what are the things I can eliminate. If I throw this task away, will it hurt me? If yes, then how much? You need to write it down so you can understand the importance of the task. And the important thing is, when you are allocating the time, you need to understand there will be reactive stuff in your organization for which you will be reacting, or maybe those meetings are not productive, but still you need to have those meetings with your clients or with your team members. So take out 1 or 2 hours and throughout the day for those reactive stuff. So I summarize the time management in these 6 points, but if you want a detailed video to understand everything about it, a video will pop out here about the time management sales. Second point determines how effective your company employees, organization employees is going to perform in front of your clients as well as for your organization. So the second point is instituting higher standards to your employees. You need to understand whatever you are training them, whatever the things you are teaching them, that's what they are going to do in front of your clients. If you are not teaching them, if you are not giving them right information, if you are not converting the skills as their instincts, means they are not going to perform well. So for this, let me give you the idea how you can check whether your employees are proactive and have all the required training they really need to interact with the clients and to help them out. So what you need to do, you need to have a conversation with your supervisor, ask the questions just like the client wants to ask. You got some replies, write it down, or you can record that session. Second, go to your sub peoples working on those under those supervisors, have this conversation again, record this and understand if they are giving the same answers, then definitely you are on a right place. If they are getting wrong answers or different answers, that's where you are lacking. You need to give them training, and that's where they are going to excel out. So you need to understand, when you are giving them training, you are teaching them what to do in front of your clients when they throw any question, throw any objection, or how to manipulate them. Actually, what you are doing in sales, you are manipulating the others. So you need to understand what kind of information you need to provide them, what you need to avoid, what certain things need to be directed towards them, what certain things need to be shared with them on mail or on phone number as a follow-up, what to not. So what is going to happen if you are not providing the training session, if you provided the training sessions too? So when they are interacting with the client and the client throws an objection, only two things are going to happen in this scenario. Either they will be giving a fruitful answer which will convert that prospect into a client because you trained them accordingly, or they will give a filthy answer and you will lose up your prospect, your potential prospect, which is really hard to attain to get their attention, and you will lose the sale too. So if you don't want to lose the sale, train your employees accordingly, and that's where you are going to help them out. Now, what things you need to provide them when you are giving the training session? So you need to focus on 5 points you need to provide them. First of all, on what topic, on what exact point that session is going to be. Okay, what are the skill set they are going to obtain at the end of this meeting? Okay, what you are covering throughout the session, how much time every module will take, and why they are important to the people you are giving that training session. Okay, so these are the 5 points. If you projected these 5 points before giving the training session, they will listen up to you and definitely they will work on their skill set. So there are multiple training sessions you can do. There are around 10 to 11 sessions. The more I remember, I will share. First is group discussion, second is lecture format, third is group meeting, fourth is demonstration meeting, fifth is you can say hot seat session, sixth is role playing, seventh is case studies, eighth is test before, test after, and the last one is workshop training. Okay, these are the 10 possible training sets you can do with your team members, employees, and that's where they can thrive. Okay, and I have a bonus activity for you. So you need to ask as well as work on these 3 questions. First of all, what kind of training you are going to give to your employees and why? Second, what departments needs training, at what area and why? And the third one is how long these training sessions will be and how much time it will take to make those learnings as an instincts of your employees so you can grab the result. And the lastly is how often you are going to give those training sessions so they can easily understand, become your loyal employee and can grab the sales just like you want. So moving to the third point. So the third point is executes effective trainings. Yeah, it's important to have the right training sessions with your peoples. That's how you are going to work and you are going to thrive in your business. And for this I recommend workshop training. For this, let me give you an example. If you are thinking like a small company, you will be a small company forever. But if you are dreaming, if you are working, thinking like a big company, definitely you will be becoming a big company definitely in upcoming time. Let me give you a scenario. If you are not able to answer this question, then definitely you need to work on your mindset before your company people's mindset. So let's suppose you will be hiring around 50 people next week. Then what training sections you will give them, what automated procedures you have in place in your company so they can understand what you are providing to your customers and they can thrive in those conversations with the client. If your answer is no, I don't have those things, you need to work a lot. But if you have answered that yes, then definitely this video is for you also. If your answer is no, you need to focus on multiple points. First of all, when you are executing workshop trainings, it will be a best workshop training because it can help you to bond with your team members as well as team members to bond with each other. So if one person is missing and they need some help, then that person can help them out. Second point is workshop training. Let them understand what exact points they need to focus on, what exact skill set they need to achieve, they need to enhance, and what points they need to ignore in order to get the results. So when you have 30 people or less than 30 people, you can conduct one workshop training. But once you have more than 30 people, you need to split out the groups into 30-30 and conduct the workshop training. If you are doing workshop training more than 30 people together, it will be a complete mess and you are going to fail. So always remember, do a workshop training of 30 people people at a time. Maybe you can have multiple sessions, but this will help you to get more results. Trust me, it worked. And if you are including more members, it will not work. It will dampen your business. Now coming to the point, how you can conduct a successful workshop. What points you need to keep in mind? First point is you need to have a leader. You can call me. Definitely, I will be starting those sales presentation sessions super soon, workshop trainings. But before that, you need to find out a leader in your company, or you can be that person. Conduct a workshop training, book a place, make your people sit at the right place, have a whiteboard over there. Okay, second point is you need to write on the board that what important points we need to work on to thrive in the business to get more sales, and what else points we can focus on to achieve the results we are really seeking for. Third point is you need to make everyone understand, give them some time around 10 to 15 minutes to write all the answers, whatever they have in the mind. Once 15 minutes is done, move to the fourth point, make them stand up one by one, and whatever the questions they have, whatever the answers they have, write it down on the whiteboard. Okay, if they are giving repetitive answers, just add 1 just increase the number, just write to those answers. So afterwards, have a voting from all peoples, like what are the answers really need our attention. So for this you need to give Roman numbers. Now who have the most Roman numbers? These are the critical problems your employees are not able to tackle them down. Have workshop training around them. Second points, you remember we write down one point which are getting more repetitive. These are the questions they have in their mind but they don't have the courage to ask you. So give them the information right away through that leader who is on that whiteboard. So these are the 5-step procedure to create a successful workshop. But afterwards you need to implement certain policies, certain trainings. That's where you are going to rule in your organization and make people understand that is the automated procedure you need to follow. So how you are going to implement that policy? These are the 10 steps I'm going to share right here. So these are the 10-step procedure how you can implement a policy in your organization. So first point is make them feel the pain. Until and unless they feel the pain, they feel the problem, they are not going to work. Remember the point, you have multiple dreams in your life, but are you working for them with whole passion? No. These things take away from you, like the basic things you really need to thrive or to live in this world. What you will do? You will do at every effort you can ever do to get those things back, right? So you need to make them feel the pain. Second point is you need to conduct a workshop to generate the solutions. Third point is you need to bring out the leader, as well as you need to develop some conceptual procedures for these solutions. Fourth point is you need to make that leader perform in those scenarios the solutions you generated in the earlier workshop so people can understand. Fifth point is you need to track those things down and you need to set a deadline when you are going to achieve that. Sixth point is you need to have daily conversation. You need to get their daily report, weekly report, and if you are seeing any problem, you need to connect with them. Seventh point is have another workshop training set with them. So whatever they are facing problems, you can help them out by giving them right training. Eighth point is monitor the procedures directly. If you think they need a tweak or they are not the way they need to be, so you need to alter them. Ninth point is you need to focus on the people who are performing well and get those things to make them implemented by other people who are not able to perform. And the last, monitor and reward the outcome. So there will be some people who outperform everyone and there will be some people who meet your deadline. So make sure to reward them so your competitor will not steal them from you, as well as they will be loyal for your organization. So I hope I covered everything, and if you want a detailed video, a video will pop out here, or you can check the playlist in the same video I dropped. So the fourth point of how to become the ultimate sales machine is you need to be a brilliant strategist. Yeah, there is a difference between a tactic and a strategy. A tactic is just like you have some procedure to achieve a short-term goal, but strategy is clearly defined step-by-step procedure what you are going to achieve the long-term goal. So in an organization, 90% people are tactical, 9% are strategical, and 1% are both tactical and strategical. And believe me, only 10% of the people of your organization is producing 90% of the results. So you need to focus on 10% people and you need to hire likewise people in your organization. But before that, let me give you some scenario which will give you a check about you, not on your peoples but also on you. So let's suppose I collected all your potential buyers, put them in a stadium. Okay, they are listening to you. You have the brilliant PPT you developed for your product or services which you are providing to your sales employees. I gave the same presentation to you on the screen. Now you need to present it to your potential buyers or you will lose. What you will do? You will start hesitating. Your legs will shrink. Such things will happen, man, because if you are not ready, how you think your sales employees will be? Although they are trained for it, but it's important. If you don't have have those traits, you can't get those traits from your peoples too. First of all, you need to focus on your punchline. Yeah, I like to do the things in an amazing manner. So when you are coming on the stage, when you are straight giving the things, you need to understand 30% of the people know they are not interested. 30% people don't know whether they are interested or not. Rest 30% people are thinking or listening to you. 6.7% people gonna have a conversation after this seminar, and 3% people are ready to buy. So according to this matrix, if you just leave all the thoughts from your mind and help them to understand what you are really offering to them. So the punchline can be the 5 ways you are losing money in the infrastructure of your company. That will get their attention. But if I am saying how you can get more money from your infrastructure or how you can save money from your infrastructure, it will not just punch them, or it will not make them to listen up to you. But if you are make them understand that you are losing money, they will listen up to you. Understand the most typical part of the sales is getting the attention. If you are getting the attention, you will going to have the things in a sorted manner. For this, you need to focus on the education based marketing. And what is education based marketing? Is to collect all the demographics as well as where your ideal customer lies, what they are doing, what they are consuming, what they are truly seeking for, what are the major problems they are feeling. You need to collect every possible data about your target audience, and you need to work on this. Just like I told you, let's suppose there is a company who are selling infrastructure computers to the corporate company. So if they say like 5 ways you are losing money due to your infrastructure, they will listen up to you. But if you are saying that I will help you to save some cost on your infrastructure, they will not listen. But how I let you know that 5 ways you are losing the money? Because I researched about those target audience, the problem they are facing, and how I can help them out. So you need to do the same. You need to research about the market, let them understand that you are here ready with all your weapons, all your studies. So once you go with your customer with all your knowledge, with all the demographics you study, then you are going to make a sale. And I'm going to give you a magical thing, a smoking gun. Yeah, smoking gun is something like you fire on your customer. That's not a real gun, it's just a imaginary. You fire on your customer and all your competitor go away. Yeah, so because you have the knowledge, you understand what is the actual problem your customer is struggling, you are providing the actual solution to them, and that's where you create a bond with them. You have a trust of your customers on you, and that's where your competitor is not going to perform. They will purchase your product or services once they understand you are here for them, not for yours. Because most people come on stage, they start saying we have a wonderful product, we are doing this, we are doing this. They are just hallucinated about their product. But if you start talking about your customers, the problems they are facing and the transformation you can help them to get, that's where you are going to outperform every day. So you need to focus on only 2 things: education based marketing, smoking gun. And it's the activity time. Let me understand what are the demographics or what are the criteria you are going to research for your target audience. And the second point is how you are going to include those in your sales presentation to make it more amazing and more customer centered. So the 5th chapter of how to hire sales superstars. That's my favorite point, by the way, because when you have the high octane talent which can outperform everyone in your organization, that's where you are going to rule in the market. And I'm literally so happy by coming to the right point, because most people think I have the automated procedure, I have everything, I do the educational based marketing, I have time management, I am giving them workshop trainings, so why I am not outperforming my competition? The reason is you are not hiring the high octane talents. So there are some people who will you throw in the market with no resources, with no skills, with nothing. They still thrive. They get 90% of the sales for your organization and outperform everyone, your top performers even. So these are the high octane talents you need to recruit. And how you are going to recruit, I am helping you out in this scenario. So first of all, you need to understand the personality of a sales superstar. They have DISC. What? DISC. Dominance, influence, steadiness, compliance. First, dominance. They are pretty dominant in the conversation because they know they have the skills, they can outperform everyone, they can learn the things in an easy manner, so they are dominant by their personality. Second, influence. When they are having a conversation, they have a strong influence the person sitting in front of them, because they are the sales superstar. They know how to communicate, what to communicate, when to communicate. So they have a great influence the person sitting in front of you. The third point is steadiness. So when you are having a sales conversation, most of the times you will not crack the sale for the first moment, second moment, third moment. Maybe you need 6 or 7 follow-up to crack the sale. So they are steady about that. They know having patience can grab multiple sales. And fourth point is compliance. Yeah, because they are pretty dominant, so they are pretty more chances that you have an argument in upcoming time with those sales people. So these sales people must understand the compliance, the rules of your organization, and they don't break the hierarchy. So these are the 4 points you need to search. Qualities you need to search in your sales superstars. And when you are getting a list and when you are hiring the people for the sales, when the HR is connecting with them, just simply reject them that you don't have the sales skills, and I don't think so that you are the right person for our organization. If that person go away and looking for another organization, that person is not a sales superstar. But if they start calling you back, they start letting you convince that they are the superstars, then you need to hire them. Afterwards, you need to ask 3 questions to sales superstars to understand that that person can literally bring the sales for me or not. So first point is understand. Ask what are your childhood activities or the traumas you overcome. So through this point, you understand how they overcome the challenges in their life. Second point is what are the key areas of your life you think are not going good and how you are handling them. That's where you are going to understand these are the problems they are facing. If you can help them out, they will give loyalty to your organization. And third point is again attack. Just reject them that I don't think so you are compatible with our company. That's my favorite point, because if they start convincing you back, if they start persuade you that these are the right people, then definitely these are the sales superstars. Once you hire them, you start getting 9x, 90x or 900x more results in your organization. That's what you were really seeking for, right? Now they are producing results, you need to reward them. Okay, once the person is outperforming everyone and giving you multiple sales, the results you are truly seeking for, then it's your duty to reward them. Otherwise your competitor will, and they will steal them. And how to manage superstars? Sometimes it's pretty difficult because they have dominant personalities, so there will be more chances you are having arguments. So just like when I was having a communication with my sales superstar and he told me, sir, I want to do workshop training. I have pretty big ideas in my mind and I will train them so fucking hard that these skills will become their instincts and they will become a sales superstar like me who is bringing 90% results. They are dominant. Okay, that person was dominant and I didn't got into the argument state. What I said, okay, I will make you to do that workshop training with my pupils, but before that you need to produce 30x more sales that you produced for the current month in upcoming month. So what I did, I challenged that superstar, and every superstar loves challenges, so they will bring more results, and if they yes, I will let them do the training. So what I did, I throw 2 arrows with single bow. My profit is increased as well as right trainings will be provided to my people. So that's how you are going to manage your superstar. You don't have to come into the argument state. You need to have a calm communication with them and throw some challenges. You can get some time to understand what you are going to do in the situation. I'm laughing because when I was having this communication, yeah, it's pretty difficult to manage them sometimes because they are pretty dominant. But you are also a dominant personality because you are the CEO or president of this company. So sometimes it's pretty typical situation. But if you are a calm, stoic person, then you can handle those situations easily. And I am reminding you again, these are the briefs of the chapters I shared in the playlist. If you really want to understand the depth of those chapters, just like how to hire the sales superstar, a video will pop out here, or you can search how to hire sales superstar by Pranshu, Agrawal, or video is dropped in the same playlist as a summarized video. So you can search in this how to hire sales superstar video will be in their playlist. So jumping to the 6th point of the series, how to become the ultimate sales machine, is now coming to the crucial chapter of this series, which is the high art of getting the best buyer. Yeah, I know you heard that you have the best product, but you need to look towards the best buyers in the market. Yeah, maybe there are 10,000 people who can become your buyers, but there will definitely 100, 200, 300 people which can make your company as a millionaire or billionaire, right? So why you need to focus on the crowd when you can cherish the 100, 200 people, and through those 100, 200 people you can get multiple sales, you can become millionaire in profits of the company. So for this, there are multiple parts you are going to cover. So I am sharing some sub points. First sub point is Dream X strategy. What this strategy means, X can be any number of your dream clients. You need to research in the market that what are the numbers of your dream clients, where they stay, what they do, what content they consume, on what platform they are mostly active, and what are the problems they are facing. So these 5 points you need to cover in this sub point, which is Dream X strategy, and create an Excel sheet with their organization name, address, contact number, all the possible contact details, as well as the main problem they are struggling for. So you can mail them, fax them, connect with them, multiple things you can do. Second is penetrating Hollywood. Something like you will face a lot of problems in this scenario because you are targeting the cream of 10,000 customers. So cream will not come to you as soon as possible. You need to make effort for this. There will be situation you are not getting results. There will be situation you have no right outputs, something like that. But you need to be sharp focused and understand this is the phase of the business. This will be overcome by me, and I just need to work on my skill set. I just need to help my people out. Okay. Third point is Dream Affiliate. Yeah, there will be a scenario through which you can take help from other people. Like I am not able to recall the exact name. Yeah, Russell Brunson. So when he launched his book regarding the sales, and there was one of my client in the US. So he just started out his business, and Russell Brunson just launched their book. But Russell Brunson has much more audience than my previous client. So what he did, he approached Russell Brunson and he told them that I am doing workshop trainings as well as I am doing some seminars, and at the end of the seminar I will be promoting your books to the viewers so you can get more sales. At the end, I just want some statements from you that I have the fantastic business, and in that stream I'm helping people out. So what he did, when he was doing the seminar, he played that clip of Russell Brunson stating the people out that that person is helping that people and he is the expert. So he got the command from the reputative person in this industry, and people start trusting them because they already trust Russell Brunson, and that's a win-win situation for both of them because Russell Brunson was getting sales for their book copy and my client was getting sales for their new business. So that's a win-win situation. Try to find out dream affiliates whom you can combine and make business together. Fourth point is business to consumer. Yeah, B2B is good, having 100 to 200 clients, but when you're dealing with B2C, have more customers. So you can use neighborhood strategy in which you will be targeting the neighborhood of your consumers, through which you can collect multiple customers. So let's suppose you want to target a city. Okay, in the city you will collect out the major television channels, major channels they are consuming. You will be broadcasting your ad about your product and something like that, and you will get mass recruitment over there. Okay, after having the dream affiliates, you need to understand the fifth sub point, which is lifetime value of a client. It's important to make the customer as a loyal customer for your organization. For this, you need to ask 3 questions to yourself. What I am going to do to make that customer loyal to me, to my organization? Second question, what type of help I can do to that customer to get the transformation they are truly seeking for? And the third point, how often I will contact that person or make them have a contact with my organization so they understand I am launching new products and get free. In this lifetime value of a client, you just don't have to pitch like a customer or a business. You need to understand that's a person. You need to create a bond with them, and if you have a bond, they will give you referrals and something more than that. So don't do business just for the sake of business. Be a human, connect with them, and that's where you are going to make a long-term business. So coming to the last point of how to get the best buyers, the high art of getting the best buyers is the power of referral. People usually underestimate this point. They spend a lot of money for the advertisement, they connected with them, they did follow-up, they did closing, everything they did, they get a sale, and they forgot about that customer. Why? You invested thousands of dollars to get that customer on board, and if you connect with them and get some reviews, so you can easily get the referrals from them, because if that person is struggling from certain problem, then definitely he must be connected with the people having the same problem. You can get their contact number from them by getting the review, and you can connect with them. That's how you will get 10x more sales. And trust me, when I was sharing this strategy to one of my client of India, and you believe me, he was making around 50 sales in a month to 100 to 150 sales in a month by just the power of referral from the initial customer without spending any money on the further advertisement. So that's how you are going to achieve the power of referrals. If you want a detailed video, you can check the playlist, The High Art of Getting the Best Buyer. Coming to the chapter 7 of how to become the ultimate sales machine, or you can elite sales machine, is the 7 deadliest marketing weapon you need for your business to thrive, more sales, more profits. So first sub point, or you can say first deadliest marketing strategy, is advertisement. I know you are doing advertisement, running Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, multiple ad campaigns, but if you include some points, it will give you 101% more reach through your advertisement. So what you need to do first, you need to make your ad distinctive. Definitely in which industry you are working, there are a lot of competitors, they are also running the ad. So how you can be more distinctive? Second sub point is you need to understand to make a screaming headline. So once I saw those screaming headlines, then definitely I will look into that. Third sub point is make your body to grab the attention. The ad copy must grab my attention. Like there was an ad in which they were selling about the wildlife, and that was regarding the zebras. So what they did, in the body of the ad, they have the rainbow striped zebras. That was literally amazing. I never saw something like that. So rainbow striped zebras, and through that they got my attention and I looked into that. So your body must grab the attention of the customer. And fourth sub point is you must have a call to action, so people can call back and they can become the lead for your product. I will be giving you brief because this was my best video about the deadliest marketing strategy. I uploaded 2 videos. Deadliest marketing strategy by Pranshu, you can search on YouTube. Those were my best responsive videos and people like that these things. So I'm giving you brief detail here. But if you want important details, if you want detailed video about that, so you can search Learn Deadliest Marketing Strategy by Pranshu. There are 2 videos in the playlist. So coming to the advertisement part, there can be multiple type of advertisement, like running television ad, Facebook ad, YouTube ads, Google ads, something like that. So you need to focus on odd advertisement by focusing on these 4 subpoints. Second is, after doing the advertisement, you need to understand to send the art of getting more conversion through emails. When you are sending those emails, people are just ignoring them. If you work on these 3 subpoints, they will open up. First point is, your headline must be screaming. So if I saw your headline, I must tap on the mail. Second, your actual message must be in an envelope. So when you open that mail, there must be an envelope. If I tap on that envelope, the information will pop up. And the third point is, you need to look through your perspective through. You are getting thousands of mails. Are you opening thousands of mails? No. So you need to curate your mail something like that there will be more possibility to make it open up. Third point is corporate literatures. So when you are working as a corporate company, definitely you have some brochures, some video PPTs, something like that. So you need to make it as amazing as possible and as concise as possible. So when I was having this conversation with one of my client, Diago, so he made a fantastic presentation, by the way, and that was concise too, but that was not self-illustrating. Like when I was going through that video presentation, it is like he was using some fancy words, so I was not able to understand. Even I am speaking English since last around 8 to 9 years, but I was not able to understand those fancy words. So whenever you are making any brochure, any presentation, make it as simple as 7-year-old kid can easily understand, or 7 standard person can understand. If the things are simple, people learn, people understand, and they will give you more interest. Fourth subpoint is 4 deadliest marketing strategies. Public relation. You can make your corporate literature or something like that published on the magazines, on newspapers, local newspapers, something like that, or in the news channels. So once you got this, you will be having great impact on the industry. So it's easy to grab the PR relation, because these PR executives, they are just writing the blogs. They want some piece of content to post it on their news channel, magazines, or their newspapers. So you can connect them, give them piece of information. That's a win-win situation for both of you. Fifth point is, after doing the PR relations, what you need to focus personal contacts. Yeah, so definitely you started your business, and when you started your business, you were struggling from some problems. Maybe your neighborhood will be, so you can use your personal contacts to get some referrals, or you can sell those products to them if they are really meaningful. And sixth point is trade show. That was one of my favorite one. So in the trade shows, you can literally get 70% business, the business you are getting, right? So what you need to do, you need to grab the attention of the audience in the trade shows. Afterwards, you need to have some poll or something like that over there, which amuse their interest, make them click their photos, post on social media. That's where you can get some eyeballs also, as well as before clicking that photo, they need to fill up some basic details on the form. And I will prefer to have some checklist. When they are writing their name, something like that, that's fine, they will write it down. But when you are answering how much employees you have, so rather than making them write down 3500 employees, you can make them tick under 500, more than 500, 500 to 1000, something questions which will make them easy, and don't bother them. Afterwards, you just capture a lead and throw a party, it will convert. And that was my favorite technique. If you watch in the video, second part of this video, Learn Deadliest Marketing Strategies, you will amuse how much filthy clients it can make for your organization. And the last deadliest marketing strategy is internet. How can you forget that internet is literally a blessing for us if you are doing any business. If you are not making your business online, you are losing a lot of money on the table. So what you need to do, you need to understand on what platforms you can provide content, what websites you can create, how you can leverage internet in every aspect of your business. Either it's just making an impact in the industry, making people understand that you have some product for them, or something like that. So you need to provide these things through the internet, and definitely you will get enormous sales. So jumping to the 8th chapter of how to become elite. So coming to the 8th chapter of how to become elite in sales and dominate your market. So the human eyeballs you need to steal. I'm not saying you have to take out the eyes of your customers, but the human eyes you need to steal for your product or services. So what you need to do, you need to understand that people remember 20% what we see, 30% what we hear, and 50% what we see together. So if you are just using your mouth, if you are just making them see the visuals, that's not okay. You need to do both things at the same time to get their attention. And if you remember, we can speak only 120 to 130 words per minute, but our eyeball, our brain can process 400 to 500 words per minute. So you will never reach out that threshold. So that's where you need to add PPTs. And the PPTs, I have 3 bonus points for you. So it will enhance your conversation with the client. First, use maximum colors. So every color has some properties, just like orange and yellow is used for the energy, blue is used for the trust, something like that. Green is used for the earth, mother nature, something like that. Second, add some human parts, because let's suppose I post some photo on social media, some beach photo, and I'm with my wife on that beach. So people first look at me rather than on the beach, because people like to see the similar things. Add human parts over there. And third is use the tonality in your conversation, so it will keep intriguing the attention of the audience. So I'm giving you some points which can literally enhance the conversation, as well as you can grab the eyeballs while presenting. So first of all, make your presentation, keep it short and simple, so a 7th standard person can easily understand. Second sub point is keep it fast paced. Like, you don't have to stick on the first page for more than 1 minute. You need to change the PPT slide so people will not yawn or get bored. Third point is use wow effect. Something, add some market knowledge, some market point which can literally hold the attention of the audience. Just like in case of in 1910, the cases of breast cancer was around 1 out of 100, but in today's world it is around 70 out of 100. That's the wow effect I just grabbed your attention. Okay, afterwards, fourth point is you need to make the every PPT slide more valuable. Like, if we are seeing any PPT slide, then it must give some valuable, some important information which can be fruitful for my business. Okay, fifth point is you need to make the PPT headlines scream, so it will automatically grab the attention. Okay, seventh point is do not make it obvious. So if I am just sliding to the next PPT slide, they will understand what is going to come. So make it some interesting, not obvious. Last point is have some curiosity, because you already know what is going on throughout the PPT. You have all the information. Make it curiosity driven. So just tell them that thing is going to come, that is going to come in upcoming slide number this 12, 13, 14, whatever it is. So it will keep intriguing the curiosity of the people. And the last one is learn your PPT. That's the worst case scenario can ever happen to you. Like, this happened with one of my client. When he was giving the sales presentation, it was so boring that the CEO took the laptop and said, present me your product without that PPT. And he was shocked. He was not able to do that thing because he was just keep reading the PPT. He doesn't remember the PPT. So don't read it, memorize it, and make it work accordingly. And 3 important things you need to understand when you're speaking. Your tonality must differ according to the words. Just like if I'm saying something important, I will stress on that word. Okay, second, your voice level, you must apply some amplification. So whenever you are having some important piece of information, your volume goes up. Okay, and the third point is just use some simple words, not fancy words, so make it as simpler as possible. So I'm going to share some presentation mistakes, like 8 presentation mistakes you can do which can ruin your conversation. First, don't present in the sitting position. Second point is don't present in something like putting your hands in the pocket. Third point is don't make it something obvious that people will understand that is going to come. Obviously this is the repetitive, but it is important. Fourth sub point is letting the material upstage you. You are the material, you need to provide the things. The material is not going to give the information about your product or services to them. You are the main piece of this equation, right? Fifth point is keeping serious. Like, if you are keeping the whole PPT as serious, people is not going to have some curiosity about that PPT, and you will end up in the conversation. Okay, and afterwards, sixth point is don't thank them or apologize them. Yes, if they are coming in the presentation, they are learning about something, the product or the problems they are facing in their business. So why you are thanking them that thank you for coming in? I never say thank you. My prospects say thank you for giving that much value in my life. Okay, and last point is lead by arousing their nose. Like, whenever I am having a presentation, if someone have question, they can ask, but at the end of the meeting, not in the middle. So when they have any questions, I say this point is going to cover in the upcoming slide. The answer will be coming, or you can have this question, write it down on your piece of paper, and you can ask me at the end. So I will help you to understand the point in a detailed manner. So for this, if you want a detailed video about this, you can check out my YouTube channel. in which I uploaded 8 presentational mistakes you are going to do in your business which can completely ruin your conversation. So coming to the 9th point is how to get your 100 dream clients on board and grow your business. So at this point you understand that you need to research about the market and do multiple stuff, but this thing is split it into 6 parts, which is first point is you need to collect your 100 dream clients detail as much as possible. Once you get all those details, work on that. You can have multiple conversations with them and you can lead throughout the conversation, right? Second point is you need to choose the gifts. You need to share some gifts with them every 2 weeks so they will remember you. There is some person. The ultimate goal of this is to make your dream 100 prospects understand that who's that company. I never heard about them. Maybe I heard about them too. I heard about them too. I'm having a conversation with them too. I am the client of this company. Okay, so the transition you need to make from first step to the last step. For this, choose your gifts. Just like I proposed one gift to my client to choose a Rubik cube. Just share that Rubik cube with your client and say this Rubik cube have 1000 combinations, but you just need 5 ways to lose the money in your business. It holds the attention. He or she will read the whole letter I shared. Afterwards, you need to choose 100 dream calendar, like at what day you need to share your gift with them with the letter. Fourth point is you need to write down the letter customized for your client and attach the gift share on the specific dates you wrote down on the calendar so they will remember you again and again. Afterwards, fifth point is you need to take the lead. Whenever you are having a conversation, maybe your ultimate goal is to reach out to the CEO or president of the company, but there are some gatekeepers just like the receptionist and other people, right? So what you can do in this scenario, you need to be some authority. When I was having a conversation, let me give you a scenario. Let's suppose I am talking to the CEO of the Disney and I just called him on their phone. Before they ask, I start the conversation, hey, how are you doing? They will reply back, good. I said, afterwards I will say, hey, we need to have a talk. I have a brilliant product for you. So they will reply who that person is saying. Then their receptionist take the call and they will say who this saying. I will reply, hey, I am Pranshu. I will not give any further details. I just say, hi, I am Pranshu. They will connect to the CEO and reply back. And CEO say, who Pranshu? I am not able to recall. Then receptionist get back to me. Just say, Pranshu from Elite Sales Coach, and he will remember me. So she will go back again. And at that moment, CEO got frustrated. There is going too much going forward and back. So I will have a conversation and I get the CEO of the Disney on the call. So that's how you are going to get the CEO and the president on the calls, and it is going to elevate your conversation. Okay. Afterwards, coming to the last point is brief about your product and convert that prospect into client. So now you are having a face-to-face conversation with the CEO of the company, and you need to present everything in a concise manner and the customer-centric part. Because if you are not customer-centric, if you are not talking about them, if you are constantly talking about your product, about your organization, you are going to lose in the end, just like I told you multiple times. So have a conversation with them, and I want you to check out the detailed video of this, how to get your 100 dream clients by Pranshu, because this video got the maximum views and people really liked how they can connect directly with the CEO of the company if they are new to the market. So check out that video. Coming to the 10th chapter of how to become elite in sales and dominate the market is 7-step sales process you need to become the elite in sales, from newbie to the elite. So first point is you need to reach out to the customers. You need to find your customers and you need to understand what platforms they are relying, and you need to create rapport with them. So once you find out your prospect, you need to have a conversation with them and create some rapport. Second, qualify the buyer. Whether that person is really a good fit for your product or services, or at the end they are going to ask for a refund. Never ever onboard such clients. So always qualify the buyer. Third point is build value. Build value about your product, about your organization, about the transformation your product will get in their life, or the product already transformed multiple people. Fourth point is create desire. If I'm not having a desire to get something, I will not purchase it or I will not achieve it. So create some desire about your product. And the trickiest and my favorite part is I build value about my product, I offer to them, and I take it out. I took my product back and say I will not give you until I found something meaningful in you which is seeking for this product. This truly works. After creating the desire, you need to have a conversation, close the sale. Once you close the sale, if you are getting some objections, overcome objections, again close the sale. Still you are getting multiple objections, then 7th point, which is follow. Do multiple follows with them. And I have 10 steps procedure to do the master follow-up, and if you follow this process, then definitely you can grab the sale. Ideally you will get the sale till 5th follow-up, but still the prospect is filthy rich and they can bring millions to your company, then definitely it's worth till the 10th one. So what you need to do: first, create a follow-up letter, send them. Second, have a follow-up call with them, understand their need, why they are not purchasing your product, what problems they are facing. Third point is send a fax or mail as a next follow-up letter, that you understand their concerns and you are working on them. Fourth, throw a party, so you both can have a conversation and enjoy together, so it will create a bond with them. Fifth point is again share a follow-up letter about the party and the traits you find in that person, and schedule another meeting afterwards. Sixth, when you schedule a meeting, either schedule in the morning as a breakfast or as a lunch or as a dinner. Obviously in case of dinner, for opposite gender it will communicate a different story, but if you are confident it will not. So if you have a meeting in the breakfast, it will create a good bond, it will create a bond. If you have a meeting in the lunch, at the lunch, it will create good bond. If you are having a meeting in the evening, just like a dinner, it will create the great bond. So schedule the meeting accordingly. Afterwards, you need to have a dinner with their family. Either you will go to their place or they will come at your place. That's the 8th follow-up. Afterwards, 9th follow-up, share something meaningful to them which can add value in their life. And the 9th one is share again something as a follow-up that you are working on their problems and these are the things you found, so you can schedule another meeting. And the 10th part is just say to them, purchase my product, we did multiple follow-ups with you and we resolved your issue. Now it's time to purchase my product and to get the transformation you are truly seeking for. I am not here to pitch you product, but I am here to pitch you the transformation you are really seeking for in your life. So now it's your time to grab it. And by the way, detailed video is too good about the follow-up, and if you understand that follow procedure, you will never lose any prospect in your life. So find out the detailed video in my playlist, how to do master follow by Pranshu. By the way, we covered the chapter 11 as a follow-up in the previous, which is 7-step sales process. So if you really want to understand how to do master follow-up, you just need to check out how to follow with potential clients by Pranshu, or you can check out the same playlist. Okay, so coming to the last chapter of this fantastic series, how to become the elite in sales and dominate the market, is you need to activate your subconscious mind. So I'm just summarizing the 12th chapter. In this, you need to understand what you thought, it's what defines you. You need to understand that whatever the thought process you have, it is creating the surrounding around you. Let's suppose you are the most negative person in the world. I'm not saying that you are, but let's suppose. So what will happen? You will be surrounded by negative people. You will start bringing all problems around you. But if you are the most positive person, positive people will surround around you, as well as you will get more positive things, more fruitful results, you will achieve more goals in your life. So you need to shift your focus from negative things to the positive things. And there is a famous quote which is, where is your focus goes, energy flows. Where is your energy goes, focus goes, energy flows. So you need to understand, you need to shift your focus to the right things. Like let's suppose you are getting multiple problems in your business in multiple aspects. So if you focus on the problems, you will attract more problems. If you focus on the solution of the problems, you will defeat those problems. So always try to solve out the problems rather than focusing on problems. After that, you need to understand, which second sub point, you need to harness the RAS. One thing God put in our mind, which is RAS. Let's suppose you want to purchase a bike or some car. Let's suppose it's a Ferrari. You are daily walking on a street going to the office. There are multiple Ferraris on the road, but you never looked into them because you were not focusing on it. But now you thought like, I am going to purchase a red Ferrari. Whenever a red Ferrari crosses by you, you will see that because RAS is active. Now you are focused on things. So I always say, rather than putting everything in your mind, just focus on particular things. Just put particular things in your mind. Just like I said in the time management series also, you just need to focus on 6 goals a day, not everything. If you do this, if you focus on particular things, it will bring more joy, more fruitful goals in your life. Afterwards, after activating the harness, you need to convert strings into steels. I know you are thinking that I am not a steel management company, but what from steel means according to me, whenever you are having a thought, it's like a thread in your mind. When you combine these thought thoughts of thread, it will combine as a string. When you combine those strings, it will become thicker string. And when you combine that thoughts of strings, it will become a rope, and then rope become a band of steel. If you have a thought like a thread, it will demolish because you are getting 60,000 thoughts in a day. But if you convert that particular thought into band of steel, you will remember it, you will kill it, and you will achieve it. So that's why I say only pick 6 band of steel in your mind, and that's how you are going to roll up your market. Afterwards, there's a goal, like let's gamify the things. So how to make goals using RAS? So you need to focus on 5 things. First, make 5 lists. First list is of the goals you want to achieve in your whole life. Second list of 5-year goals, breakdown on the basis of years and the quarters. Third list is what are the annual income goal you want to achieve after 5 years. Fourth point is what you are going to do to increase the performance and efficiency of your departments in your company. And the last point is what you are going to do to make yourself happier every day. Okay. Afterwards, after making the list, you need to answer some questions. First question is what you are going to do and what type of trainings you are going to provide to your company peoples so they will thrive in the situations. Second question is what are the things you are going to improve their mood and bring more happiness in their life as well as in your life. And the last point is how often you are going to throw a party when someone achieves the result you truly seeking for your organization. Okay, once you focus on this, you will retain much people, you have loyal people, as well as they will help you to achieve your goals in the business. Afterwards, we are breaking the whole part. Like first, what we did, we entered in the market. Afterwards, second step, we become the top of the market by projecting ourselves as the elite or the master in that industry. Third, we make a list of dream 100 clients so we can target the right people. Fourth, we applied the deadliest marketing strategies to reach out to the dream 100 people. Fifth, we wrote down dream 100 calendars and put those gifts away so we can constantly engage with our clients. Afterwards, sixth step is we make our time management. We have sheets with ourselves, with our team members to track the things. 7th point, we were measuring the efficiency by tracking those reports down. Afterwards, we are also understanding where our people are lacking, so we are providing constant trainings to them. 8th point is we need to focus on right points here. Like every department is not growing, so you need to pick out the top performers, understand the procedures and the things they are doing on a daily basis. Just make it formalized and put automated systems about them, so whenever new joinee comes or when there is a person who is not performing well, you can make them go through with that procedure and they will outperform everybody in the organization. Afterwards, when you do this, you understand the lifetime value of a client and you start making loyal customers throughout the life. And the last point is you will make systems and automate your whole business throughout the procedure. I hope you really like this video because literally it took me a lot of effort to make this video, to make this playlist, and I am truly happy there are around 5,079 people who really transformed their journey through that sales process, through the sales playlist. So I want you to go through with the detailed video of this playlist so you understand every aspect of it, because in this 1 hour session, 1.5 hour session, I can't cover every detail. So we have videos for everything. Just go through with those detailed sessions and it will literally help you to become elite in sales. And I just want to know what was the thing you never know before watching this video. Try to write down in the comments and subscribe to my YouTube channel and let me know what are the topics you really looking for so I can help you out for the scenarios. But in this video we covered how you can become the elite in sales as well as make your organization grow in sales. But if you are a solo person who wants to grow a business by yourself and afterwards you will recruit a team, so I have a playlist how to become a millionaire in 3 years. Video will be pop out soon, the whole playlist, and I am crafting one more playlist in which I will be talking about war. You will be thinking, Pranshu, you teach about businesses, so why you are talking about the war? So because that's a self-development strategy. When you are working on something, when you are developing a business, there are multiple competitors in the market which are going to outperform you. If you know the tactics of the war, you will outperform them, and no matter what stage of life you are and what type of situation you are stuck in, if you know those tactics of the war, you will definitely thrive. So don't forget to check out my war videos. In the end of July month 2024, I will be projecting those soon. But before that, you need to understand how you can become a millionaire from scratch in 3 years. Watch out this playlist right now.